Hello, we're back together to look at quiz 3.6. I would recommend that you have this up in one window and your quiz up in the other window, and you can just get any feedback or hints that you need as you move through each problem. So the first hint or piece of advice that I have is use your notebook. So if you score low and you want to go back through and fix problems, I would go through and do all these problems in my notebook, and then I can go back through if I miss one and figure out where I went wrong. Okay, so I'm going to take us into Canvas. And to find this, I'm going to go to Modules. And here is the quiz that we are taking. So we are on question 1. Select all of the binomials that are factors of the polynomial that they give you. So this is an example in your notebook of number 4. So let me go to the doc viewer. You should solve number 1 like you did number 4 here, which means that by the time you're done, you will have 4 of these synthetic divisions, and you're looking for the ones that have a remainder of 0. So there is up to 3. There is up to 3 because this has a degree of 3. So you'll go through using synthetic division, just like on this problem, and find the ones that have a remainder of 0. On number 2, the easiest way to do this is to factor using synthetic division and then factor again. So number 2 is an example of 1 or 2 in your notebook. So in order to do number 2, you should follow the method that we used in your notebook on 1 and 2. Number 3, should be hopefully an easy question. You just need to type in a number. So do you think it has 1 factor, 2 factors, 3 factors, 4 factors? If you think it has 5 factors, you'll type in a 5. This is another example. Number 4 is another example of 1 and 2. I would put them in with the parentheses, but it doesn't matter either way. So you could either type in x minus 2, or you could type in parenthesis x minus 2 parenthesis. But you are doing question 4, just like we did 1 and 2. Hopefully you're seeing the advantage or the reason why I'm suggesting you do this in your notebook while you do it. Write it in your notebook as you do the problem. Sorry about that. I went through and did this quiz, and even when I went through and did it, I had to show work on all of mine, because when I take the quizzes, I always get something wrong, and I need my work so that I don't have to go and take the whole quiz again. I can just quickly fix the one I got wrong. And I'm not just telling you that to just tell you, the first time I took this quiz, I got 70. So it is a good idea to write in your notebook. Okay, number 5 is like question 3 in your notes. So number 5 is like this question. So after you do synthetic division, you're going to have a 2 that factors out, and then you need to factor the trinomial. Question 6, I think I would use synthetic division to do, oh, you can't, because you have to go through and check them. So yeah, on number 6, I think that I would probably use this method. On number 6, I think I would use this method. That's not the only way to solve it, but I think that that's the easiest way. 7 is like number 5. 7 is like number 5. So you just go through and find the remainder when you do synthetic division. And then the last question, to check if this is a factor, you're going to use synthetic division. And if you get a remainder of 0, you'll say true. And if you don't get a remainder of 0, you'll say false. So this is supposed to mirror the last question, number 6, in your notebook. So we would say false if this were the problem because our remainder was not 0. So hopefully that helps. If it doesn't, then I guess you just won't watch the next one if I ever do this again. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of guidance on what they expect you to enter, because I always think that I'm being so clear, but then like with the last lesson, it was obvious that I wasn't clear about what you type in when it says evaluate and what you type in when it says quotient and so on. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you need to Zoom to talk about your questions, just let me know. Just send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay. Love you guys. Hope you're doing good.